So I saw this video, right? And I'm trying to react to it. Watch this video.
Don't go to Nigeria. They robbing, shooting, and kidnapping. That's what everybody always says anyway. And this is why you don't always listen to what everybody got to say. So I was on a flight the other day minding my very own business when I ended up getting into conversation with this lady who happened to be Caucasian. She was 5 feet tall, 120 pounds, soaking wet. And she was traveling with her 2-year-old daughter. So we got into standard conversation, you know, the typical stuff. Where you coming from? Where you flying to? She said, oh, I just flew in from Lagos. I said, Lagos as in Lagos, Nigeria? She was like, yeah. I'm like, and what was you doing there? She said, oh, I live there. You live there? She says, yep, I moved about 2 years ago, me and my husband. When I tell y'all I had to pick myself up off of the floor, she was like, it's a beautiful country and we live just outside of the city, so we're not necessarily in the center of all the busyness. We absolutely love it. I should be ashamed of myself for listening to the things that people have to say. Cause you mean to tell me this whole entire time I've been terrified to go to Nigeria, thinking that kidnappers is gonna be waiting for me right outside of the airport? Listening to people will get you nowhere in life. You gotta experience things for yourself and then make your own determination. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Nigeria after I spoke to this lady. Caucasian, 5 feet tall, 120 pounds soaking wet, traveling with her 2-year-old daughter from Lagos alone? Yeah, that seems pretty safe to me. I'm officially booking my trip to Nigeria because I'm sick of all the ones telling me these lies of how bad and violent Nigeria is. Time to see things for myself. Let's talk about it.
And why I'm reacting to this video is a lot of people will not go to Nigeria because of what they hear. You know, in Nigeria, we call it them say, right? You've never been to that country. Every country have their own issue. South Africa, Kenya, everybody have something going on in their country. Just that Nigeria own has been rampant these days, right? But to be honest with you, you go to Nigeria, you have to live in a deep place in Nigeria for you to start seeing it. If you are not passing your boundary, you are not going off the worst area of Nigeria, you cannot witness those stuff. To be honest with you, if you stay in a certain area, nothing can happen to you. So a lot of stuff. So last time I went to Nigeria, I met a guy, a white guy, and we went to check something out. And the guy was like, "Oh, you guys are from the US, right?" I said, "Yes, we are from the USA. Where are you from?" I said, "Boston." He said, "Oh, really?" This guy said, he moved to Nigeria a year ago. And I said, "Oh, why?" He said he came with his friend to come and do a wedding in Nigeria. And he realized that Nigeria is the only country whereby you don't have to pay road tax, all those tax and stuff like that, you know, and you are living for free in Nigeria. You only have to pay one time. You pay one-time fee for your rent a year. And what you pay in America for your rent in some places like downtown Boston, you know, even it's not even up to that. What you pay for your rent in a month in America is what you pay for some rent in Nigeria for a month. Right? And most people have their own water. You don't have to pay the city for the water. You don't have to pay electricity. A lot of people just have solar in their house. So you don't have to pay for electricity. In my house in Nigeria, my internet is high-speed internet. Right? And I am paying less than $100 per year. So in a month, I'm paying 10,000 naira for my internet, right? So, and the guy said he has been in Nigeria for 1 year now. And he is working in the US remote. He's doing a remote job in the US, data entry and stuff like that. And the money he's making is more than enough for him to live his life in Nigeria. So, and why some people have negative news, and that has distracted them from going to Nigeria. Even though some people are married to the Americans, married to different people from different countries, because of you still marry a Nigerian, but you can't visit Nigeria. You are scared. Your husband is from Nigeria. Your children are going to be Nigerian. So imagine, and then you can't go to Nigeria. So look, watch this video and learn.